Hello guys, maybe some of you remember that I made some kind of video like drawer inserts, and I want to make something like a little tutorial because some of you comment under this video that I left you hanging how it's made. But yeah, I think that I take the modeling phase pretty fast and I'm more focused like in short video show you the from zero to the finished product. So there was assembly, there was a really fast time lapse of building, and after that you saw the finished product. But I think that 3D printing is a pretty straightforward because if you have a 3D printer, you know how does it work. That you just load your STL files, set up the printing, and let the printer do its job. But one thing was really fast there is the modeling part. So in this video, I'm going to make a tutorial on it, and it will be something like I'm totally skip the measurement part, I skipping the printing part and the finished product, but I'm going to show you how I built the thing, how I split the body of the insert to be able to print it on the small 3D printer. I personally have a Prusa Mini Plus, so something like 180 square millimeters of the volume what I can print at once. And I'm going to show you how I'm making these things. So here is my screen, empty file. I'm going to use Fusion 360 for modeling, and I will try to show you the details what you need to know. So let's start 3D modeling. So here is the empty new file. The first thing first is save the file. Okay, here we go. Next, I'm going to create a sketch. This is just the 2D drawing, what I'm using to building the 3D models. I selected the plane. I don't care which one you choose, you always can turn the model around in Prusa Slicer or somewhere. Here we have got the tools like a circle, spline, line, and we need a 2-point rectangle. I'm going to do it like 400 millimeters by 300 millimeters. The first things first I'm usually like to do is to model easy real world model, in this case the drawer, and after that the model insert afterwards because I can see the clearances, etc. So now I'm building the drawer. I measured these dimensions, and now you can see this point. This point is the center of your workspace. If I use the shortcut D, it's for sketch dimension. I can set the dimensions, but I can set the distances from the reference point, and I want to make it just in the middle of my workspace. So I click on the line and on the point what I want to use like anchor. Now I want these dimensions divided by 2. It automatically calculate the middle point, but you can calculate it from head. So the middle of 400 is 200. This is the same, but this is just the easier way because you don't have to calculate it. Click Finish Sketch. If you press the middle mouse button, the wheel, I can move with my sketch. I can rotate it here or I set my environment for the inventor. So in this case, I can use F2 plus click to move, F3 plus move to zoom, F4 plus move to rotate, or Shift at middle wheel can rotate it too. Now I'm going to click extrude, and I'm going to extrude it to 100 millimeters. This is my drawer dimensions. Now I can choose shell, and I can choose the plane where I want to make the hole. So this is the top plane, and I'm going to make 10 millimeter thick walls. And in this case, I just made a box. This is my drawer. I like to use the utilities and section analysis. When I use this middle cut, I can see from the front how does it look. Now this is just a 90 degrees box, but I know there is a thing like they making it, the sides like this, like in the V shape. So I want to make it as well. In this case, I just click the extrude it another 10 millimeters. The same thing on the other side, extrude or E on the keyboard, make it another 10. So now this is, if I click the E, or if I click the, I can check the dimensions here. It's 20 millimeters distance. I can use it for inspect. You can see the shortcut if I hold the mouse here. Measure I is for measure shortcut. Now I can turn off the analysis, and I'm going to use draft. I select the static plane and the one what I want to make the draft, and choose 5 degrees. Hit enter, rotate, draft again, fixed plane, moving plane, 5 degrees, enter, and it's done. If I check the analysis, you can see this is the V shape what I have in my drawer. Now turn off the section analysis. I can press the A shortcut. It's for the appearance. I can make find a wood, and I'm going to put there some wood just to separate the visual. This is the drawer. This is something what I'm using like a visual appearance. And now I'm going to build the drawer insert. As I want it. So now I can turn on analysis or turn it off. It's up to you. I need to create a sketch in this way. So I'm choosing this plane, and now you can just use the analysis, but if you don't want, you have to rotate it a little bit, and now hit the P for the project and select this plane, click it, okay, and now if you turn off this body and look at it from front, this is the exact dimension. If I turn on the body and turn on the analysis, you can see that it copied this shape. Now I can turn off the body. I want to offset the lines because I want to have something like 1 mm space in it. So I'm going to uncheck the chain selection, click these 3 lines and hit -1. This is 1 mm inside. I'm going to shrink it 1 mm. O for offset again, and here I want it to be -10. I want to have it like 10 mm, 1 cm under the top of the drawer. Hit OK, and now, as you can see, I split the sketch for multiple parts. I'm going to hit Finish Sketch, rotate it again, extrude this. I'm going to turn on the body and turn off analysis. And now I'm going to set the direction for symmetric, and I'm going to change. I want to make it till this place, but be careful. Operation, new body. And now I want to make it smaller, so I'm going to make it like plus 2.5. Yeah. So I make it 2.5 mm smaller than the deep of the drawer. Then is the depth of the drawer. Okay, so you can see space, space, and here's another spaces. So now if I turn on section analysis again, you can see why I like to make the part what should be using the 3D printed part, because I can check the tolerances here, but you have to make a measurement before. So now I can turn off this body drawer, insert. You can rename it. I just want to turn off the drawer. And now what I like to do is use the fillet or chamfer. I'm going to use the chamfer here and just cut the bottom for like 5 mm, maybe 5. Yeah, and making some space down there. And now I'm going to click the top face of my model of insert, and after that click create sketch. So you can see it brings me the front face. Now I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to hit P for project and project the bottom dimensions, because I'm going to cut through and I don't want to, if I cut here, I don't want to make holes in the sides. So this is my working area. Click here on the top, or you can use this, look at, and it brings you in the middle, and you can see what I'm working on. And now it's going to be pretty easy. Just model the pockets, what you want or what you measured. You have to know what you want to, what for you want to use this insert, and usually you have the dimensions of the elements what do you want to use, what you want to use. So now and just hit the rectangle tool, and I draw here something. I want something like this. After that, I want something like this, and after that, I want this, this, and this. And now I'm going to do. I want to have it like 5 millimeters from the sides, everything. The good thing if you use this kind of reference is that if I change this to 10, so every dimension changes to 10. So it's faster to modify these dimensions. So all the side dimensions are going to be the same, and this dimension I want it to be maybe 100, yeah, and internal dimensions between the pockets should be like 10 millimeters. Just up to you which dimensions you choose. Basically, it's based on your measurements and things what you want to store there. Okay, I want to make this 200. And in this way, you can see that because it's blue, it's not the fixed by the dimension definition. So I want to make this like 3 centimeters. Oh, maybe 40 millimeters. This as well, 40 millimeters. And it defines the middle one. Okay, now I click Finish Sketch. I can rotate it again, this tool, or just click and rotate this here. Click Extrude. Select the extruding parts. Rotate it again, Shift and middle wheel, or this, and click here. Now you are making a hole, but this is just through all the part. I don't want this, but it gives me the depth. And depth is 79 millimeters, so I wanted 10 millimeters on the bottom, so I'm going to make it 69 millimeters. So this is the prototype. I can turn on section analysis again and show you that there is still the 90 degrees, there is something like 95, and I want to keep 95 and the dimensions here and here same. So I'm going to do this now, and for that I'm going to use again the draft modifier, click the bottom, and now click the sides associated to the bottom and choose 5 degrees. Now I'm going to rotate it again and use the same modifier, draft side 5 degrees, enter. So now if you can check it again, this is the same. Now I want to make a fillet here and maybe chamfer here. So let's make the fillets. You just need to select all the lines. Again, I'm going to rotate it. You select, for example, this. I can click it again to deselect. Okay, I think that I have selected all here. And now I'm going to fillet this. You can see how it changes. I'm going to keep it like this. After that, I'm select the fillet again and do the same to the bottom. I want it to be like 5. Okay, and now I want to make a chamfer here, 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 and here, like 2 millimeters chamfer, and it's done. This is it. This is the drawer organizer what I want to make. So you can see, and if I make an analysis from the front, you see that this is the insert, this is the drawer. There is no space because there can be some rounded corners. Chamfer, fillet, so no dirt can keep collecting there. And now I need to prepare this thing for 3D print.